Quotes from F.W. Krummacher. From the Kindle, Deep Christian Quotes and Bible Verses. First quote. The abuse of this doctrine is the most dreadful ingratitude, the most fearful mockery of the living God, which men can commit, the most hateful insult, which we can show to the Lord. What wonder is it that the Lord, who will not be mocked, threatens it with the most dreadful punishments? Second quote. There is a wide difference between the two, the abuse of grace itself, as of the abuse of the doctrine of grace. Third quote. The doctrine of grace may be viewed in a false, sinful light, and looked at only on one side, so as to have no influence, at least, no deep, essential influence, upon the reason and actions of the man. But is this possible with grace itself? God forbid, says Paul, that we which are dead to sin, should live any longer therein. True grace contains a death blow to all sin, and a powerful incitement to all goodness. Whoever has truly found grace in the eyes of the Lord, has seen sin in all its most hateful forms, and knows its curse, its deserving of condemnation, and has engaged in warm combat against it, bearing a bitter hatred towards it in his heart, and not even having any inward desire in his soul but this, to consecrate his whole heart, his whole life to the Lord, who has in so unmerited a manner saved him, and drawn him to himself. Fourth quote. Learn to know the grace of God by experience. In grace alone, where it is in truth experienced, lies all saving power. Fifth quote. Learn to see what you are in the sight of God, what you deserve according to His law. Learn to know, how it is only through His free mercy, that your salvation can be effected, and that He has effected it. You must descend from the proud height of your imagined righteousness, until you know yourself, as Paul did, to be the chief of sinners, who has deserved everlasting wrath, curse, damnation, and hell, but who is not worthy of the least benefit from God. When you have learned this in deep humility, then the grace of God will become great and precious to you. Sixth quote. Means of grace are not lacking to us. If it is the real intention of your heart, and not only of your lips, to attain to grace. Seventh quote. But this is very melancholy, it cries to heaven, it is beyond all measure lamentable. For what is so criminal as for man, to degrade Jesus, to the rank of a servant of sin, and His gospel to be a passport, for all immorality, to a resting place for his own indolence? Thanks.